What's up creators, I hope you're doing well. In today's video I'm going to show you how to create your own Lightroom profiles. Now what are Lightroom profiles and how do they differ from presets? Well, truthfully speaking, they're basically the same thing. Both of them are presettings or adjustments that you can load up into your images to edit in a faster manner. Also, both of them are XMP files, so the difference lies in how they operate. So let's jump into Lightroom so I can show you. So here I have an image loaded up in Lightroom Classic, and at the left in our develop module, we have our preset panel over here that we all know and love. And let's just see what happens when I select the preset. Let's select maybe the Ilford Alpha Plus that we created. And notice how the settings that we adjusted when creating the preset have been loaded up into all the sliders that we moved around. Now let's reset this and see the difference with a profile. A profile you can apply it by going into this drop-down menu with this little icon. And down here you can select any profile that you've created, all the standard ones that come with Adobe Lightroom. So let's select the Adobe Monochrome just as a comparison and then close the window. Notice that our image has changed. It has been loaded with the presettings, but none of the adjustments have been applied into our sliders over here. So that's the beauty about using Lightroom profiles, that allows us to create an underlayer of editing and then having all the sliders freed up to edit on top of it. So some creators use it to create a very dramatic or intense look. Others use it to correct their image. For example, astrophotographers create profiles for light pollution correction, and then they have all the sliders free so they can create the edit on top of it. Okay, now to the important part. How do we save our own personal profiles? Because in Lightroom Classic, desktop or mobile versions, we can apply Lightroom profiles, but we can't save them. We have to jump into Photoshop for that. So I'm going to select open, and in this case, I'm going to open up a raw image. You guys can open up a JPEG, TIFF or PNG file. I open up a raw image because it will automatically load up camera raw. If you don't open up a raw, you can always go into filter and then select camera raw filter, and it would open up this window. And if you're observant, you can see that camera raw is basically Lightroom. We have all the tools over here, or the other way around. Lightroom is camera raw with a new interface and file management. So basically you can do all the things that you can do in Lightroom over here. So right here, I'm just gonna, let's say for the purpose of this tutorial, create a film-based preset so I can create a bit more of a film look in Lightroom when I'm editing photos. So I'm just gonna quickly edit this thing. Fast forward, and I'm happy with the edit. Now I'm ready to save this as a new profile. What I'm gonna do is go into the presets menu over here, which are these two circles intersecting. And up here we have this little icon will allow us to create new presets. Now the key right here is that while clicking, you need to press down your Alt or Option key on your keyboard. So Option and then click, and it will boot up the Create Profile window. So right here, just like in presets, make sure to mark everything that you used. And I'm just gonna name it over here. And I'm going to select OK. Now we can close down Photoshop and we're going to jump into Lightroom. Now over here in Lightroom, as you can see, the profile hasn't been loaded. So what I need to do is maybe restart Lightroom if it isn't syncing. So I'm just going to restart it quickly. And once Lightroom has restarted, now we can go into our profile menu. And as you can see now, our user profiles have been loaded up. So we can apply our film bloom, and we can even adjust the intensity with the slider over here, just like with presets. And we can go ahead and continue our edit with all the sliders basically by default at 0. So this is in Lightroom Classic. Now let's jump into Lightroom Desktop and I'll show you how to import them. Now in Lightroom Desktop, or the new version of Lightroom, you can go into our profile menu over here, and I've had some issues like right now where my personal profiles aren't loading. So what I need to do is go into the menu over here and import profiles. And truthfully, right here is a bit of a pain to find your profiles within your computer. So a quick way to do it is go into Lightroom Classic. And right here, I'm just going to select my profile, right click, show in Finder. And as you can see, it's over here, saved in a sea of folders over here. So what I like to do is just Control C to copy it, and I'm going to paste it on the desktop. Then in Adobe, I'm just going to go into my desktop, and right here, I'm going to import it. And then basically we're good to go. So this is a problem that Lightroom has right now, Lightroom Desktop, that it doesn't sync up the profiles as quick as Lightroom Classic and Camera Raw in Photoshop does, but this is just a little extra step that we have to take in if you're editing in Lightroom Desktop. So let me know in the comment section down below, were you aware of Lightroom profiles, or do you already implement them in your work? For me, it is a case that I knew about them, but I don't use them all that much, but it really opens up the possibilities to create more intense or dramatic edits. Now, talking about editing faster, if you want to support me, check out my preset and LUT shop over here. And if you consider going above and beyond, there's the YouTube memberships and the Patreon if you're interested in chipping in and supporting me so I continue to do videos for you guys. If not, don't worry guys, I'm Tony Fuentes. Cheers to all of you, and I'll see you in the next one.